Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. Joining us in the kitchen, Lianne joining us from the Twisted Chef. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, your adventures in baking are truly remarkable.
Yeah.
And so you blog about it.
I blog about it, yeah. I get my inspiration from, I have lots of friends who are chefs, so we talk food all the time, and then I go home and I try something that's inspired me. So last week I was at Mariposa Farm for a brunch, and we had this heirloom tomato salad. So I decided to make a spiced tomato soup cupcake with a goat cheese cream cheese frosting. So
yeah, so really inventive.
Yeah, I
and
try.
Thinking outside of the box.
I try, yeah.
That is amazing. Okay, let's start making it while we're talking about things. Because also, too, when we were just chatting, you also blog about restaurants and chefs and things that you're seeing here in the city.
Yes, because I'm a huge promoter of Ottawa. I think it's a great city. I think that it doesn't get as much street cred as it should. Everyone talks about Montreal, Toronto for food. I think we have a great little restaurant industry here. So I like to promote wherever I go, and I talk about my experiences. And on Monday night or Sunday night, I was at town, and it was so good.
You're talking about a new restaurant on Elgin, right?
Yeah, it's on Elgin. It's been there for just a year, and it's a great little Italian place. You can go there, and their ricotta stuffed meatballs are delicious.
Are we going to see something like that in a cupcake soon?
No, I don't think so, but I definitely will go back to eat more. And they have these like deep fried goat cheese things that are simply the best thing ever. Yeah.
So really. People can read about that experience. Okay, what have I done? I've just added
You've added condensed tomato soup, a bit of buttermilk, because according to the recipe, I didn't have enough tomato soup, so I need to thicken it up a little. And then some baking soda, and we're just going to stir that and let it go.
Okay.
And then to the dry ingredients, I'm adding some cinnamon, some ground allspice, and then some nutmeg. And I highly recommend, I know most people buy powdered nutmeg, but there is a difference, and I do recommend buying
the real stuff
and then just grating it in. It lasts a really long time, so if you're worried about shelf life, this stuff will last long, and it's super easy to use. So that's my little tip.
That's your tip. Now, you've got tons of those little tips on the blog, because really you're very much off the cuff.
I'm off the cuff,
and if you don't happen to have this in the house, or you don't have this ingredient, here, try this, add this.
Absolutely. If I'm in the middle of doing something and I don't have the ingredient at home, thank goodness for Google, thank goodness for other people trying things out, and I'm able to see what substitute I already have at home. Not a huge fan of huge food costs either, or using ingredients that I don't have in the house. One of my chef friends recommended I added truffle to my frosting, and I was like, I don't have truffle. How many people have truffle at home? Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to mix this way. So I will put in a bit of the dry, and you do this in 3 parts, and you stir, and as I'm stirring, you're going to put in half of that.
All right. We've got about 20 seconds to wrap this up. So eventually we would mix this all together.
Mix it all together, bake it in the oven at 325 for 20 minutes, and then you end up with the super moist tomato spice.
I'm going to try this as you quickly tell us.
Yes.
You're doing a charity event on Saturday, right?
I'm biking 100 kilometers from Ottawa to Marrickville, and I need to raise $1,500 between now and Saturday. And the deal is, if you donate $50, I will bake for you. So if I don't know you, you're going to need to leave me instructions on how to get a hold of you. But yeah, $50 and you get baked goods.
And you get baked goods.
Yeah.
And you can get something like this tomato spiced goat cheese.
Cupcake.
Cupcake. Always great, and it's called, of course, the Twisted Chef. We're going to be back. Our top of the hour coming away right after this.